There are some people in this life who produce nothing but evil and they never care to repent. These people must be punished. It's unjust to completely forgive people like that. Justice must be served when you look at the size of the damage that they did in this dunya and how many people they affected. Now, is there eternal punishment in hell? Is there eternal punishment in hell? There are some people today who reject that. They dispute that. They say, no, there is no eternal punishment in hell. People will serve their sentence and then they'll be forgiven. All of them. No one will stay in hell for eternity. Now, what's their argument? They say that's not compatible with the justice of Allah. Because the sin that you commit in this world, as big as it is, it's limited. It's a limited sin because this whole world is limited. So how would God give you an infinite, unlimited punishment for a sin that's limited? It's not compatible with the justice of Allah. So there are some people who say no. There is no eternal punishment. We assume that the sin is limited, right? All sins are limited. There are some sins that are unlimited. Is that possible? Do you think logically it's possible in this finite dunya, in this limited dunya, to have an unlimited sin? Yes. It is possible to have an unlimited sin. I'll give you an example. Let's say Zayd, your friend, is a good person. He's a mu'min. He's trying to be a good person. And he hopes to achieve the mercy of Allah. If Zayd dies that way on the path of Iman, where does he go? He goes to heaven. How long will he stay in heaven? For eternity. Now imagine I go and I whisper to Zayd. I encourage him to deviate, do drugs, commit adultery, cut your ties with your parents, cause havoc in society, go and become a murderer, lose your faith. Imagine I encourage Zayd to become an evil person. So Zayd becomes an evil person and he dies as an evil person. Will he go to that heaven that he would have gone to if he were good? No. So Zayd, by not going to heaven, did he lose something limited or something infinite? Something infinite. By not going to heaven, he lost something infinite. And I caused that. I played a role in that. I caused Zayd to lose something infinite on the day of judgment. Right? So the sin of misguiding him, is that limited or is that infinite? It's an infinite sin. Because the consequence is infinite. That is why one of the worst sins a person can commit is to misguide someone. Sometimes you misguide a person, his whole progeny will be misguided. That is an infinite sin in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because the destruction is infinite. So don't look at a sin, oh, this is a limited sin. Sometimes some sins are infinite in their consequences and their effects. To give you another example, take a bullet. How long does it take to shoot a person and kill them? What, a second? You pull the trigger? Now, if you go before the judge and the judge says, we've given you a life sentence, you have to serve in prison for the rest of your life. Can you say to the judge, but judge, my sin just took a second. 1 second. That's all. Why are you putting me in jail for 50 years? The judge will tell you, yes, the sin itself took 1 second. But the destruction it caused is massive. I can't even put a number on it. Life sentence for you. You killed this person. You ruined the life of his family. He has orphans. Imagine orphans growing up. They will be impacted. They'll have children. You probably ruined the life of thousands of people. Yes, you deserve more than 50 years. The same concept applies. So it's very clear from the Quranic perspective that there is eternal punishment. We cannot really deny al-khulud fi nar because the Holy Quran is very clear about this aspect. Yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is definitely merciful. But at the same time, my dear brothers and sisters, we have to take our life seriously. Allah gave us the intellect. We know right from wrong.